Watch some good wrestling.
You're going to watch some good wrestling. Oh, I'm glad you're here. I do have a couple things I'm going to say to you. I had to deal with Bacabella, and now I have to deal with you. Maybe you can let me know and get to the bottom of this. Richard Hall. Oh, that's exactly what it is. That's the man that Buffa's supposed to be taking on. Nate Speckman, turn around. Buffa, turn around. Oh, come on. Wait a second. There's been no bell. Charles, this is not how this match is supposed to start. This Desmond Cole, Charles Mason one-on-one is what I have. Richard Holiday, we had him in action later, but this is not.
Personally, I love this.
Yeah,
match.
I'm sure you do, Ricky. I'm sure you do.
2 is better than 1.
Charles Mason and Richard Holiday, victorious. Wait a minute. Some other familiar music. Speak of the devil, JT Dunn is here. He knocked you out a couple shows ago.
Don't worry about that. Worry about what's going on in the ring right now.
But what is going on in the ring?
I don't know.
He's set to meet Richard Holiday a little bit later on, but maybe we're going to switch things around. Maybe we can get Buffa a break here.
See, I start calling for my own matches. They start doing whatever they're doing.
That is the rich and the powerful collectively known there. Oh, wait a minute. Smokes, even you can figure this one out. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking? Are you thinking about my win?
You really don't know what I'm thinking. There's nothing in between. High wrestling IQ, I suppose, but nothing else. Wait a minute.
It's not gonna go down like that in our fucking house.
Well then, the house that Dunn built over here many years ago.
You guys want to fight? How about a tag team fight?
Why not? Absolutely, why not?
We'll let you decide. You want to see Buffa and JT beat up these 2 bitches?
Well, I know your miss answer. Are you hard of hearing too there, Smokes?
I'm just listening on the action. I'm listening to what's going on. I'm trying to follow.
Did you hit Cousin Larry? That's who I had. Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Holiday was set to take on JT Dunn a little bit later in the show. Fast forward, we're going to have ourselves a tag team match. Desmond Cole and JT Dunn now set to take on the Rich and the Power. Nate Speckman's going to allow it. Ourselves a tag team contest. Tell me about it. You've been in the ring with the likes of JT Dunn. You were defeated by JT Dunn. Tell me, what's it like to get rattled by that elbow?
Honestly, he's one of the only guys here that I respect. There's so many people here that do shit runs over on me. Not JT Dunn, I'll give him his credit. That elbow hurts.
Take anything away from you, Smokes. I think you're a fine young competitor. Hell, right at the end of the year, I had a lot of nice things to say about you.
I didn't hear
I know you got the victory tonight, but yeah, why don't we play that tape back? Feet on the ropes. Here, I'm calling you out on it. I'm calling you out on it right away.
Don't you think that I would have been disqualified if that would have happened? Why don't you focus on what's going on in the ring?
Charles Mason up and over the big Buffa. He's got up to House of Glory graduate. Trained by Brian XL, the Amazing Red. Desmond Cole.
That was kind of cool.
Kind of cool, you guess. It's kind of cool when you call out a guy that you know isn't in the building tonight. You knew that.
And look at that, he just kicked the rope up.
I'm trying to ignore everything I'm trying to say here. I appreciate you trying to call the action. While I got you here, I had a couple things to say. JT down with the clothesline of Charles Mason. Inverted atomic drop, going to catch Richard Holiday there. Big clothesline. And you got to imagine this is not what they anticipated. They are 1-0 here in the tag team in Limitless Wrestling. They're going to be trying to go 2-0 tonight. I can't imagine trying to get over the 2 guys that were in the Limitless Wrestling Championship bout in their last outing in January. He's done. Tuning it up once again.
Oh, genius! Boom!
Beautiful miss there. Charles Mason, Richard Holiday turns JT Dunn inside out. Putting the boots to him. Now, this is your type of team, isn't it, Ricky Smokes? Huh?
Certainly is. That reminds me of the glitter bomb.
Glitter bomb that you used. What was that adopted from? How about the guy Aaron Rourke? He was doing a glitter bomb before you. Get up and leave. You better walk away. It's supposed to be you. You called out a man who wasn't even in the building tonight. And you know what?
I didn't know he wasn't in the building.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about this. I don't want to take away from these competitors, but I assure you, you are going to get in the ring with Aaron Rourke here at Limitless Wrestling someday. And son, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready to back up the things that I've said about you, that everyone's said about you.
I've been calling him out for months. You better believe I'm ready.
Charles Mason. The more seasoned team so far over the past couple of months, over at Game Changer Wrestling GCW, throughout the boroughs of New York and beyond, and now up here in Maine. Big shot by Richard Holiday. Holiday once again driving the boot across the face of JT Dunn. Desmond Cole was looking, this is still an opportunity to avenge a loss if he can get one up here against Charles Mason. High flying team, JT Dunn, again, another well-rounded competitor. Richard Holiday likes to keep it mat-based. Got the strength advantage, surely going to the formidable team of Charles Mason and Richard Holiday.
I don't like giving other people a roster their pocket. These guys are working
Absolutely, like I said, this in a short amount of time. Charles Mason mixed it up with Richard Holiday. His only gripe, just probably about a year ago with Richard Holiday, was what he thought of, as he calls it, and forgive me, the pores. That is how he refers to him. Richard Holiday has always had a bit of an influence against him. But Charles Mason, I can't even talk about the things that he wants to do to poor people. I felt like he needed to remind Richard Holiday where he came from. And I thought that Richard Holiday was better than that. And he wasn't. He was in the same class as Charles Mason. And while that class may have a lot of money, it's low class, if you ask me, low rent.
We got a lot of poor people up here in Maine, I'll tell you that.
JT Dunn!
JT Dunn, Richard Holiday, familiar with these competitors. 3 New Yorkers. Richard Holiday has well spent time in Connecticut. JT Dunn, I always say it in Rhode Island, he has the biggest elbow, and it just so happens to come from the smallest state there, Smokes.
His elbow isn't that big.
He has big impact, Smokes. Context clues. Shooting off, JT Dunn kicks off Richard Holiday. Charles Mason in, no tag necessarily. Needed, I guess, at this point, if you're Nate Speckman. He's let a lot of things fly tonight. We saw the Yarmouth street fight earlier. I gotta believe it's gonna be a long night ahead of Nate Speckman. Eric Greenleaf laid out with that spear by Gabby Forza. I don't know if you saw that. Genius. Cheating. Call that cheating. And Richard Holiday, the biggest he's smiled all night. That's a different type. He's gonna tag him right there. Different type of tag. Got him fish hooked. Big clothesline, turns JT Dunn inside out. Lands on his feet. Can turn him inside out again. Lands it, flush. Center of the ring. This could be it. 2, 3, only 2. Richard Holiday. Look at frustration on his face. And again, a more seasoned team by a few months. This is, as far as my knowledge goes, JT Dunn and Bufa, this is their first time teaming up together, I believe. There's got to be experience advantage. JT Dunn, the most veteran out of any competitor, but as far as a team, JT Dunn, a former member of the unit. We're going to see the unit in tag team action a little bit later on. Danny Miles and Triplicious himself, Trigger the OG in the house. Tough task ahead of them. They have above the rest. That's Tristan Ty and Gabriel Sky.
And I'll tell you, that chemistry that you're talking about, that's huge when it comes to being a successful tag team.
Certainly
is.
is.
I used to be in a tag team.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. With who? Go ahead, just say, get it out of your system.
A name that I've said plenty of times before.
You didn't say Ava Everett yet.
Her too.
I thought it was weird. You always had like kind of like a Mommy Dom thing going with her. I'd rather not talk about it on the air. Maybe I can press you afterwards. But anyways, the important thing, JT Dunn battling back here at the expense of Charles Mason. Once again, Dunn has to do something. Not a usual tag team partner. Again, a former member of the unit. Well versed with the likes of the Danny Miles and Trigger OG, not to be outdone anymore. Mason stacks him down there. Lands him flat on his face. Once again, kissing the feet here. Wait a minute. Big chop across the chest of JT Dunn. I gotta believe it's gonna be a different story. If this were a single contest, if Charles Mason took his rematch tonight against Bufa, who we have not really seen throughout this contest, it's been all JT Dunn for this team. He's gotta break out of it. There we go. Step up Inzagiri.
The khaki pants slow him down for sure.
Just his usual garb. I've always actually been impressed by the likes of Charles Mason, his ability to move around in his civilian clothes, and his choice, I guess. Rolling through JT Dunn. El Dirte! Rolling cutter. Nobody says it quite like Johnny Torres. So that was El Dirte, and it's going to be the difference maker if he can make the tag to Bufa. Crown solemnly behind Dezmond Cole and JT Dunn. Gotta make that tag. Mason there. Backs them both up. There's a tag. Buffet looking to head back to the hotel. The freshman is an understatement. Dezmond Cole winds up Holiday. Oh my goodness! Beautiful! That's more than a tornado. That was a typhoon DDT. You see the hang time he had there. Stacks him up right back up onto his feet.
He's taking both out on his own.
Woofa! Calling for it. We know what happens when you put your hands in a circular motion. There's that leg drop. Flush! Right into the cover. This could be it. Yeah, only two. Almost got him. Good night for those moves. We saw the elbow drop victory from Ace Romero earlier. Wrestled Ace Romero last night. How'd that go for you?
I won.
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go check the results on that one.
Pretty good.
Exactly. Must come down, folks. Brings him up. Charles Mason. Look at the agility of that man.
In khaki.
Stealthy. Not just crafty. Stealthy. Buffa's in trouble. Big knees driven across the face of Buffa. Mason brings him back up. Catches him with that destroyer. Oh my word. Dezmond Cole. Dezmond Cole's got to capitalize. Could be that swanton bomb. Patented front lip here. A lot of weight in that small package.
Here's Holiday.
Rolls through. Catches Richard Holiday there with a big boot. Not quite. Step up there is Dezmond Cole. Dezmond Cole flipping those feet out. Could be looking for a superplex here. Could be a Hurricane Rana. An unlimited arsenal. He's got to get up there. Cannot waste time. Got to get that feet up. There it is. Needs to connect. Catches a moonsault. Folds up Mason. Going back up once again for Holiday. Shandy, I thought it was going to be a Hurricane Rana. Could be a suplex. Oh, wait a minute. No. Wait, Holiday now. Planting. Super 2008.
Oh my God.
Might get him. Two. And oh, JT Dunn's there to make the save. The Super 2008. Oh my word. I'm very surprised right now. JT Dunn, Dezmond Cole doing all that they can do for this first time pairing.
Buffa's still breathing.
Yeah, of course he's still breathing. Would hope so. JT Dunn. Measuring up Dezmond Cole, trying to get him back on his feet. Tell him to get up there. Calling for that swanton, I believe. JT Dunn. Calling Buffa's shots here. Got to take the advice from the veteran here. I got to agree. Charles Mason's slow to get up. From behind. Got him hooked once again. Roaring elbow. Not quite the death by elbow, but it was roaring nonetheless.
2-on-1.
That swanton. What an upset if this team could pick it up here. Nicely done, Buffa. Cover that man. Gets him. Two and through. Oh, Richard.
Oh, genius.
Genius. You taking notes or something, Smokes?
Maybe I am.
Richard Holiday pulling out Nate Speckman at the last second. Why not call for the bell? Catch him flush with an elbow once again. Dezmond Cole's going to have to figure it out. Could be the brain buster. Going to bring him back up. What goes up? It's going to come down. Gets him, hooks him. This is how he beat him. This is how he beat him at the Vacation League Cup 2 years ago. Hooked him up. You got to make the tag. Having faith in Dezmond Cole here. Reels him in. Oh, no!
You idiot!
An idiot was a miscalculation. Oh, come on now. Richard Holiday sweeps JT Dunn. Richard Holiday. Oh, now Charles Mason. Oh, we've seen this. We've seen this. Gonna turn him. Oh, no, no. If he gets it, this is it. Oh, twist him. Oh, it's got to be it. Cover. 2 and 3. Gets him.
That
no doubt.
Was beautiful.
Rich and the powerful.